I know you don't really do it. I'm sure you've done it when you're buying all these things. Do you get blacklisted at stores? Like, do people...
My picture has been taken so many times and put up on like this, like on a wall. That's like, do not sell to this person because we fuck up their inventory so bad.
Are there stores that are production friendly more than other ones?
Okay, yes. So I've been there used to be a store in New York called Century 21. I think it's still there, but it was down by the World Trade Centers, and after 9/11 it kind of closed and then it came back. Century 21 had the wall. And like if you were a stylist or costume designer and you would buy just like mountains of clothes and then you go to return them, like your picture would get taken. But the funniest thing about that for me was I was using someone else's credit card the day it happened to me. So it's my picture with somebody else's name.
That's my twin. That's not me. That's,
yeah, exactly. Emily Burns, who's my shopper, who's amazing, was recently blacklisted at DSW. And now it's digital, so as soon as she swipes, they know, and they're like beep beep beep, and like manager comes
like,
over.
Wow.
Like all of them?
Yes, all of them. Like all of them, at least in Massachusetts.
Oh shoot!
So
it's like she can't even drive to the next town over.
No.
Like she
can't even buy stuff for herself.
No. You can't.
That's crazy.
I can't even shop at Century 21 as my fake person anymore. But there are stores, so especially in New York, like Boston is it's a tough show to do costume work in because the stores don't operate like they do in New York. Like I'm based out of New York. I started in New York. There's a thing called studio services. So, like, if I go to Bloomie's or Saks or Macy's or, like, Rothman's or whatever, I can go to this little office on the 3rd floor, the 5th floor, the top floor, and I get a little badge, and it's, like, orange, and I go and I can get all carts full of stuff, and I take it to this little office, and they check it out, and they pack it up really nicely. And then I have 2 weeks, and whatever I don't bring back, they charge us for. They have our credit card on file.
Oh, cool.
So it's, like, production-friendly shopping services. Everywhere else does not. And so it's an art, like the PAs, like I don't think people understand how valuable PAs are.
And dispensable, apparently.
Never. I feel like I'm the person that like all the PAs are like, I was on the job, I was crying every day. I'm like, not here. PAs don't cry in my department here.
They just get banned from stores.
They just come in like,
You might not be able to shop at DSW.
When I tell you, who wants to shop at DSW anyway?
all the backstabbing has it behind us.
Yeah. So, like if we buy 50 shirts from H&M on 34th Street, we break it up and we return 10 at 34th Street, 10 up on 5th Avenue, 10 down in Soho, if we have the time. If not, you just pick the PA with like the resting bitch face who just stands there as they check it in. And they just keep going. Yep, I got 10 more. And they put more. Like, as soon as the cashier thinks they're done, they put like 10 more up on the counter.
Have you ever brought a PA in just for that?
Oh, every job, I probably have 15 extra additional PA days just to do returns.
But did they get hired because you like see them come in with that face and you're like...
Give me that one.
No shit. If you want your friend to get hired in the costume department, all you have to say is they're really fast at doing returns. And I'm like, hired. I was like, say no more.
Crazy.
You don't need a resume or anything.
Nothing. You were just you were just in prison. I don't care. How fast can you get to Macy's and back? Yeah.
Do you have a knife?
Yeah. Oh, the other thing that I would tell people in this industry is learn how to drive, even in New York City. Because all my PAs in New York City still return in minivans. You just send 2 of them out. They pull up in front of the store. 1 runs out, and then they swap. So, like... You know, if you have to go to Old Navy with 6 bags, 1 goes and does 3. They swap whoever's sitting in the driver's seat, and then the other one goes in and does the other 3.
If someone were to like follow this, it would look like a laundering scheme. You're buying like all these clothes from one place, and then they're breaking it up and putting minivans in different places.
Oh my God, I'm not convinced that the movies aren't a money laundering scheme.
Oh, they definitely are. They definitely are.
I got
Steven Seagal.
Oh, Steven Seagal.
I got put in Macys Jail one time. Macys has a jail in
has a jail
in Manhattan.
No.
It's for like shoplifters. But I didn't realize because I had a bad coordinator. I'm just gonna say this: we bought like what I thought were real Lacoste shirts online. And they accidentally, whoever bagged up the returns, put those real Lacoste shirts, because we also bought Lacoste shirts from Macy's, into the Macy's bag with the Macy's receipt. And I was like, oh, I'm going shopping at Macy's. I need like a bunch of stuff for this day player. I'm going to take these returns and I'm going to go and return them.
Oh my God.
So I like take them out and this woman is like,
It's like a gecko, not an alligator.
it's like literally like an alligator with like a top hat on or something. And I like didn't know. I'm in a hurry, I'm like, just, it says on the receipt, we have to check everything in and write a description next to it because then it's much easier to bag the returns that way. So it's like black Lacoste polo shirt. I was like, black Lacoste polo shirt. Great. So then the manager comes out and they're whispering, there was a ma'am, come in the back. They fucking thought I was trying to buy black mark Lacoste shirts and return them for like the full price of Lacoste shirts. And then I had to like explain my job to them. And they were like, it still sounds fishy.
You're just scamming the production company
Who are you
too.
buying these for? And I was like, it was probably like a murderer like on the show. Like, oh, this guy that like kills 16 people on this crime show I'm working on. So yeah, I got put in Macys Jail.
You gotta be like, look, hurry this up. I gotta go pick dirt.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, I've got a deadline to get fake dirt.
So you were the PA that got arrested.
Yeah, I was the costume designer at the time, and I was just trying to be nice and be like, I can do this. Sure, I got to go to Macy's anyway. The one return I picked.
And that's why you're like, not my job.
Yeah. Not anymore. After you go to Macys Jail, you never do returns again.